What's up, YouTube? This is the BX Bowler 11/8/2010 sports blog. Now, to start off with sports news, in the NFL, the Jets defeated the Lions yesterday, 23-20. The same thing with the Raiders. The Raiders had just about the same game as the Jets. Now, what happened in the Jets game was that the Jets were down in the fourth quarter they were down 10-20. They came back, made a drive, 17-20. Detroit made stupid decisions. The Jets tied the game 20-20, went into overtime, won the game 23-20 in comeback fashion in overtime. Now with the Raiders, it was the same situation. I think they were down 10-20, came back, made a drive, 17-20, hit a field goal, ends of regulation. Went into overtime, 23-20, in comeback fashion. Same thing with the Jets also. Moving on. The Giants defeated the Seahawks 41-7. They really just destroyed the Seahawks. Like, it was an embarrassment for the Seahawks, pretty much. The Packers defeated the Cowboys 45-7. And because of that, the Cowboys coach was just fired today, I heard. But moving on to MLB news, the Yankees talked to Lee's agent. They talked to Cliff Lee's agent last night, since as of yesterday at midnight, the Derek Jeter, Cliff Lee, Andy Pettitte, Mariano Rivera, all these people that were supposed to be free agents are officially free agents as of now. The Nationals are going after Cliff Lee. Their top priority, just like the Yankees, is Cliff Lee, to get a left-handed veteran, since the Nationals team is a pretty young team. Okay, 3 of the core 4 are free agents. Andy Pettitte, Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, all free agents now. The Mets still have no manager. They fired Jerry Manuel at the end of the year, and they fired Omar Minaya, but they refilled in their, I think he was the owner. I think they filled in their owner position. They still have no manager. There's rumors that Joe Torre's coming back, that he's lying again, or he's lying again. That's saying that he's retiring, but there's rumors that he might go to the Mets, but we'll see. The Tigers re-signed Johnny Peralta. Yankees' priority is signing the 3 veterans and then lure Lee. What the Yankees' plan is to do going into the winter meetings is sign the 3 veterans and then try to lure Cliff Lee with them. And if the Yankees get Cliff Lee, then there's going to be a dominating rotation. But if the Yankees do sign Cliff Lee, I'll get into their rotation in another video. Okay. The Yankees' needs, though. These are what the Yankees need to do and need to look for. In the winter meetings, they need an ace starter, Cliff Lee, or they're looking for the ace starter. They need to re-sign their veterans. They need a left-handed reliever. Boone Logan, I don't think, is coming back, and Dasmazo Marte is a free agent, I think, as well. But they have no left-handed person in the bullpen. They really need to go into the winter meetings looking for a left-handed reliever, or unless they can sign Boone Logan and Dasmazo Marte back. But I don't really see them doing that. And they need a starting catcher. Jorge Posada is getting old, and you need to have someone start catching every single day. There's reports that Jesus Montero is going to get his shot, but I'm not sure about that. And they need a setup man. Kerry Woods, they declined Kerry Woods' option, so they have no setup man unless they try to continue researching with Jabba to see if he's going to be the setup man for Mariano Rivera. If Mariano Rivera comes back to the Yankees. So they really need a setup man. I think they should have re-signed Kerry Wood and then have Jabba Chamberlain pitch before Kerry Wood, so Kerry Wood can pitch in the 8th inning, and then give the 9th inning to Mariano Rivera. That's it with MLB news. Now on to NBA news. Vince Carter's injured. I think he slipped on the floor or something like that on the court. I'm not even really sure about that. I have to research that more. Steven Jackson was fined $50,000 for verbal abuse of the officials. The Rockets lose Aaron or Brooks, basically. I'm just going to sum this up. The Rockets lose Brooks and Kevin Martin to ankle injuries. Chris Duhon starts due to Nelson's ankle sprain. LeBron says Cleveland's answer to his commercial could have been better. Now, I forgot to mention that Cleveland did answer to LeBron's "What Should I Do" Nike commercial. Now, he thinks that they should have done better in the commercial. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to put it at the bottom of the video on YouTube. But I think Cleveland's response was a little controversial. But obviously, I'm going to let y'all see that and determine for yourselves. So these were last night's games, with the exception of the Knicks game, which I'm going to get to. The Suns defeated Atlanta 118-114. The Warriors take the L against the Pistons 102-97. Minnesota at Houston. Houston takes that victory 120-94. Boston at Oklahoma City. Boston also takes that victory 92-83. And then Portland at LA. I couldn't write the score down because the game was still going on, but I can check right now. 121-96 Lakers. So the Lakers win that, and that basically sums up NBA news. Now I'm going to talk about the Knicks versus Sixers last night. Now, the Knicks took the L 106-96. They lost by 10, unfortunately. My prediction didn't come true. Amari Stoudemire had 21 points, 15 rebounds. Double-double for Amari Stoudemire. Tony Douglas added 17 points, and Gallo added 15 points. That was basically the Knicks' offense yesterday afternoon. For the Sixers, Elton Brand had 20 points. Jrue Holiday had 19 points, 8 assists. And Evan Turner had 10 rebounds and 14 points. That's a double-double for him. And then Lou Williams also added 19 points. The Sixers from downtown were 7 for 18 compared to the Knicks 3 for 19. The Knicks weren't shooting well from downtown yesterday afternoon. I don't know why. I don't know what happened, but they just weren't getting it done. The defense was mediocre at best, but the Sixers' offense was just really clicking without Andre Iguodala, and I was very surprised at the Knicks. It seems like they just underestimated the Sixers team yesterday, and they just slacked off, and they just got the L. So now I'm going to talk about the Knicks versus, I think it's the Bucks. Yeah, Knicks versus Bucks. Now, again, as I keep saying, it's Raymond Felton, Amari Stoudemire, Chris Duhon, I'm stupid, Wilson Chandler, and a few other players, Tony Douglas, against the Bucks. I think they have Michael Redd, Bogut is back, CDR, Chris Douglas Roberts is on that team. They don't have Jerry Stackhouse anymore. Oh, and Brandon Jennings. Now, the point guard matchup is going to be closely watched. Raymond Felton and Tony Douglas versus Brandon Jennings. That's going to be a great matchup because Brandon Jennings is a great point guard. He really got his seasoning when he was overseas, so that's why he's one of them point guards that you can exclude, because many point guards coming into the league can't shoot. Brandon Jennings can shoot, and he's a southpaw. So Raymond Felton's going to have his hands tied up, and Timothy Mozgov is going to have his hands tied up with Bogut. And that's basically it. That's all I know about the Bucks. Oh yeah, Michael Redd. Whoever's shooting guard, I think it's Landry Fields, the rookie's going to have his hands tied up with a veteran in Michael Redd. And Michael Redd seems like he has something to prove because he's been injured basically these whole few years of his career. So hopefully I get to see a good game from Michael Redd, a good game from Bogut, and a good game from Brandon Jennings, but even a better game from the whole New York Knicks team. So in my prediction, I don't really have one as of right now. I can't think of who's going to win because of the Knicks' performance yesterday, and then the Bucks as a team. Because I think the Bucks playoff run last year was a fluke, but I don't know about that. So this is the end of the sports vlog. So this is the BX Baller signing out.